So real quick, so I cooked the Raider Red cook-off years ago, 5, 6 years ago, and coming back, I had like a 3-hour conversation with Aaron because the Bedford Blues was coming up. It was a part KCBS, part IBCA, 2-day cook-off, and I had an 8-hour drive ahead of me. So we spoke 2 hours on chicken legs. We go to the Bedford Blues like 2 weeks later. He gets a 180, and I don't even get out of my chair. Right? We did the exact same stuff, but so you just never know, right? So on that note, Jason, do you do legs, flats, thighs? What do you do for
I
KCBS?
do thighs. Yeah. I tried the legs, man, and it would hit legs to me, and it's. I'm sure it's just because of me, because I can know a lot of people out there beats my tail every weekend and with legs, but I would do legs, and they would hit one contest. The next contest, they would be just as good, if not better, and they would be at the bottom, or not. I say middle bottom. I say middle pack. They were just a roller coaster for me, and I went. That's why thighs are just they're just more consistent for me.
So when you do your thighs, okay, everyone has a different process, right? Is there a certain size thigh you like to start out with originally before you trim, or you buy a pack of 10 and hope you're going to get 8?
So I use Springer Mountain chicken, and I buy them into 4-packs, and I just try to get whatever I look for packs that's over 2 pounds, and I'll just get four 4-packs of 16 pieces of chicken, and I'll normally cull out 11, 12 of those. I'm a cook 11, 12 on the pizza screen, and then after I set the rub, I'm putting 9 in a pan, and that's what I'm going with. So.
I mean, do you weigh them out? Like, is there a certain weight you're
No,
looking for?
and then Bill asked me that a couple of years ago. I was over talking to Bill, chicken fried. Bill, that was my buddy. He said, "What do your thighs weigh?" I said, "I've never weighed a thigh in my life."
Wow.
And he started laughing. I said, "I just hadn't." I mean, and look, after he told me that, because I talked to a lot of guys about that. I actually went home and tried to weigh some, and it just don't work for me. I got used to doing something, and I'm like, why even try to fix it if it ain't broke? So
just like you don't check with Natty Beer, come on,
exactly.
Natty Light don't work, and you don't weigh the chicken. So
I tried to use the 3-finger method, right? So I tried. If it was 3 fingers wide and 3 fingers long, I mean the long thing in the middle, that I was happy, and the skin wrapped around all the way, I was good, and I would just put those in the pan.
Yeah, I can look at them. I can tell. I mean, I can pretty much tell you after weighing a few thighs and knowing what they weigh. I can tell you if one's 4 ounces or 5.5 ounces.
Yeah.
I mean, you can look at it and tell. I mean, I know how big I want them to look, and I'll go through. And if I don't get, if I can't get 10 or 12 out of those 16, I go back to the store the next day and just get some. I always trim chicken on Wednesday, so
right.
And I hardly ever have to do that. I'll buy 4-packs over 2 pounds, and it turns out okay.
Okay, so the Springer Mountains must be pretty deadgum good.
Springer Mountain's very good. I've tried them all.
Yeah, I hear a lot. I know.
Where are you buying Springer Mountain at?
So our food line carries Nature's Promise, and it's Springer Mountain chicken. It actually has Springer Mountain written on it, but they package that chicken for our food line.
Okay, so Nature's Harvest.
No, Nature's Promise, which is a food line. That's their brand.
Right.
But
yeah.
Springer Mountain packages that chicken for them.
Okay.
Hey,
okay.
Jay, your fingers are 3 times. Come on, man.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so that makes sense. Like Brookshire's, we have a local grocery store in East Texas in Shreveport.
Yeah.
And they carry Brookshire's brand, which is made by Sanderson Farm. So it comes in a Sanderson Farm box.
Our Walmart here used to carry Sanderson's Farm, and I've used that a few times. And I liked it. It was fine. I actually won with it with that Sanderson Farm chicken. So
yeah, I love Sanderson Farm.
But they quit with that and went with Tyson. So
okay, all right. Another quick question, and then y'all cannot leave. I mean, we're fixing to give you one of the absolute biggest tips that you've ever got of what not to do when you're 30 seconds from turn in, and we're going to ask the man, the myth. Everybody wants the man, the myth, the legend. Everybody wants to be like here in just a minute.
While we're all here,
while we're all here, do not leave because you do not want to miss this. So, Riley's got a question. Are you going to be cooking sipping swine?
Yeah, that's still kind of up in the air. I want to do several contests right around sipping swine, and they're all in a row, and I just don't know if I'm gonna be able to make it. They got a local contest for me, which is a SBN contest. It's rib only, and it's in Columbia. So I think I'm gonna go try to do that one. I did it a couple years ago. Really enjoyed that contest. They pay out really good money. It's 50 minutes from my house, So, and I mean, we're going to do that contest up in Nashville. It's Lebanon, I guess.
Yeah, Lebanon. Yep, Lebanon,
So we're
Tennessee.
doing that one, and there was a couple other right through there. There's going to be like 3 or 4 in a row, and I don't know if I want to go to Sip and Swine. I go there to hang out with everybody anyway. I get my tail cut at Sip and Swine every year, but
Right.
that's a great contest. It's a great contest.
Yeah.
And,
wow.
I encourage anybody that hadn't been to go, because that is a number one contest. They have it at some minor league ball field, and I'm talking about the grounds are phenomenal. It's a great contest, but I just don't know if I'm going this year. I know my buddies. I usually travel with my buddy Joseph and Joseph Puccio and Frank Nagel, and so they're not going to make it. I don't know if I'm gonna go.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. All right. So give us a tip. I mean, obviously
Yes,
you're
sir.
the chicken king. What's one thing that you think that helps keep you consistent in chicken? If there's one thing, like, is it the injection process? Is it the
Hey,
cooking
don't
process?
say Royal Oak, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Royal Oak.
Yeah.
It's
So,
the natty light, man. Come on.
I mean, I don't look. I don't mind telling. I'm an open book. Like I say, I trim my chicken and vacuum seal it on Wednesdays. I don't touch it until Saturday morning. So
Okay.
I don't inject on Friday nights. I inject in Saturday mornings.
Okay.
And as far as like a tip in cooking chicken, you got to keep it. You got to have a good sauce, but middle of the road. I'm talking about don't go out there spicy.
Right.
Just get a decent barbecue sauce and hit the. I'm not gonna say tenderness, because I can't. Yeah, I cook chicken to temp, not
Right.
tenderness. That's the only
Right.
meat that I cook to temp.
Right.
But
right.
you can't. I don't know how you would check tenderness on chicken, but
Yeah. It's
So
kinda
what's
hard.
that middle of the road good barbecue sauce?
so look, Blues Hog.
You got something?
Yeah,
Oh, come on.
Blues
Come
Hog.
on. You're giving us the Saturday evening.
Look, damn it,
Baby
don't you
Ray's.
know everybody
Hey,
uses Sweet
hey,
Baby
Aaron,
Ray's? You take
that is
Sweet
it.
Baby Ray's and add apple juice to it, and you got middle of the road good barbecue
So
sauce.
I'll tell you the best chicken sauce out there. Now I add a little bit more to it, but you can take that KC, smoke this KC,
Yes,
and Blues Hog Original. That's all you need for chicken.
that's it. That's a
Yeah,
good
you take
combination.
that, and I'm telling you, that's the middle of the road. That is a great barbecue sauce. It's not
Yep.
too spicy. Straight down the road, straight down the middle of the road. Just you can't. People get too crazy and creative with
Yeah.
chicken.
Yeah, it's just chicken.
So
Fred Robles
Yeah.
will tell you. I've heard him say it 1,000 times. It's just chicken.
it's just chicken. Yeah,
It's
exactly.
just
And chicken is
make it taste like chicken.
Yeah, chicken's got to be good, but sauce plays a huge part on chicken.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
so
Raleigh
sauce, I
posted-
don't think sauce plays that much on everything else, but on chicken, it's number one.
I
You got to
think
have
you're
good
right.
sauce.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I would say you just got to. You can't be scared to take the temp up on a thigh either. So just don't.
Are you north of 200?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
205, 206.
right in there somewhere.
Somewhere in
Yes,
there. Somewhere in there. He's going to give you
Yeah.
somewhere between 200 and 206. So
You keep it between 205, 210, somewhere there in that neighborhood, and you'll be fine.
there you go. So I take it you don't brine, because you said you just start
Yes,
everything
sir. I inject at 7 and put it in the brine at 7:30.
Okay, so all right, so it's just injecting a short little brine. Okay,
Yes, sir.
Are you
All
cooking
right.
on drums or an offset or a
Drum. Yeah, Gateway.
Gateway drum. Okay, man, we're getting all kind of information out of it. What
Man,
about
he's throwing out the whole sponsored reel from Blues Hall Gateway. I mean, he just tossed it out left and right. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, hell, if he had Wes on here, Wes would be saying, "Hey, wait a minute, we need to be hashtagging all this stuff, and you'll get new drums, new Gateway, everything." So, Tim,
Well, Brett just told me a secret. Brett Childs is on here, so I told you I add a little bit more of that sauce, and I might as well not hold back. But he's got it right there. It's on my cup. All you
yes,
gotta do is
dear.
put a little bit of that in it.
Yeah,
Frank Nagel?
Gotta put it over the top.
What
yes,
is that?
dear. Yes,
Yes,
dear.
dear barbecue.
Oh,
Yeah, Riley was just posting, "Yes, dear barbecue sauce. Is it any good?"
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard some people say it's good. I had never tried it, so
Man, that's
some good
That's good
stuff.
stuff.
Huh?